Hi everyone, welcome to another edition, Mr. Nobody series with Matt Barrier. Thank you again so much for joining me. It's been 2 weeks since our last video, so I am excited to be bringing you some new information. And my question to the viewers out there, how many of you all are just coasting through life right now? How many of you are in neutral, just coasting through life? There's so much more to life than we know. And a lot of it has to do with how powerful our mind is. And if people understood that, I think that would give them just a burst of energy in life to take them to that next level, beyond just clocking in and out every day, going to work, going home, doing the same thing over and over. So today, I'm gonna talk about Rene Peoc'h and an experiment she did with chickens, and the power, the consciousness, the power of the mind, and the effect that your mind has on reality. And so in this experiment, look it up, Rene, R-E-N-E, her last name is Peoc'h, P-E-O-C''H. Look up the experiment. I'm going to be posting a link down here for you to go check the article out. But they took chickens, baby chickens, away from their mom. At birth, they separated them, and they put these chickens, there was 15 baby chicks. They put them in a room. They put them in a room with a robot, and they put a divider. They gave these chickens visual contact into this other room where this robot was, but they put this glass divider to where they could see, but they couldn't actually go touch and feel. So the birds actually thought that this robot was its mother, because they put a picture of a couple of chickens on that robot. And as you all, I'm sure, have seen, you take a baby chicken, put it in a room with a dog, a cat, another human. It'll follow that around and think it's mom. So that imprint, of that first thing they see, they associate that to their mother. So in their mind, mommy needs to be close to me, is what they're thinking. They see this robot and they associate that with their mother. They want mom to be close to them. And these chickens have the power of intent, willpower. They've used that energy of their mind. And if mommy runs away, this robot starts to go away, they start to freak out and they get scared. They have this deep emotional need. They want their mommy to be close, right? So this robot had a random number generator from 1 to 360, and so it had the ability, it was random, to go anywhere in that room. And the effect that these baby chickens had on this robot that was supposed to go randomly throughout the room, these chickens had a deep emotional need to keep their mommy close. And that right there, that power, that thought, that energy pulled that robot closer and affected the reality. And again, reality is shaped by what you think, by what these chickens thought. And they did this with 80 groups of chickens. This wasn't just a random thing. 15 chickens, 80 groups of 15 different chickens. And they showed that 71% of the time, this robot hovered around where those chickens were. Right up on that window pane is where that robot stayed. And these baby chickens, they were able to control that random generator by just their thoughts. And they had that, again, strong emotional desire to create what I call a torsion field. And we've talked about that as far as positive thoughts, creating that torsion field and pulling in positive energy, and that creating a positive reality. So, there was a strong emotional desire creating this torsion field, and that was affecting these sensitive electromagnetic circuits in that robot. And these baby chickens, they learned how to control that randomness. And think about it, the randomness requires a smooth flow, even flow of electricity through that chip to create that randomness. And that just doesn't happen anymore. And instead we see very, very decisive quantum fluctuations in the randomness. So these chickens knew that they were able to control how the circuit generated these numbers using that torsion field. So again, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing these every other week. And again, check out, I'm going to post a link to the article. This is a proven experiment with someone who created 80 different tests. So the sample size, it was statistically relevant. 80 groups. 71% of the time, this robot hovered around where the chickens were. Now they did. Here's the kicker. They put a black piece of divider. It was not transparent like the glass. They put a divider in between the chickens and did another test. So the baby chickens could not see that robot. The results were drastically different. So instead of that robot hovering and staying around that glass where those chickens were, the baby chicks, and the other experiment where they put that divider in between them, but they blacked it out, so no more energy, no more thought is going to that robot. And as you can see, click the link. The diagram shows the pattern that robot followed was drastically different from that of which when it was a clear, transparent divider in between the baby chickens and the robot. So come on, guys, let's go. There's so much more to life. I'm telling you, 90% of the people out there are just coasting through life. They don't realize the power of the mind and the thoughts, how it controls and shapes your reality. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many times, I know it's happened to you all, where you're thinking of somebody, you haven't seen them in 6 months, and then all of a sudden, randomly, boom, they call, they show up in your life. You don't know how many times that I've just said something random to my wife one day, and she asked, why did you say that to me? And I don't have an explanation. It just came to me, and I just said it. And come to find out, she'd been thinking about what I just said all day. She said, I'd been thinking about that all day. I can't believe it's just totally random that you would just say exactly what I was thinking about all day. So again, there's more to your mind. There's more to the power and the energy and the vibrations and the frequencies that you're sending off. So take this journey with me. We can do this together. Don't let the, jealousy and these negative emotions shape your life. You're mad at somebody or you're upset. Again, you're jealous. All these things, take that negative energy, those negative feelings, turn it into a positive. Again, driving home, someone cut you off. Positive, positive, positive. Take those negative energy, turn it into positive for these next 7 days. Let's see how it changes your life, because I'm telling you, I've lived it. I see it every single day. Let's take this journey together. Matt Barrier signing out. Have a blessed weekend. Mr. Nobody series. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. Be blessed, and again, have a great weekend.